Here we are back with Vivi and Jackson B. And today we're going to show you how to put together hostages that have been taken by the enemy. And we're going to shoot them up into the air, aren't we? We're going to have to strap them to those rockets.
Yes.
And we're going to paint the rockets. So we're going to show you all the pieces and everything that goes together. Okay? So all we have here are just some guys. These are expendable guys. They don't have any character names, but they're just going to be used. Right, we're going to use those guys.
Yeah, these guys.
Those guys there.
The any ones you want.
Exactly.
Any ones.
Okay, so we're going to take these guys and we're going to strap them to these rockets.
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah, with this.
Exactly. We're going to use twine and we're going to wrap it around their bodies.
And wrap around these rockets.
Wrap them around those rockets. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some twine. Thank you, Vivi. You're going to need scissors to cut the twine. And then I'm going to use a little bit of glue to glue the twine together and make sure they don't move.
No, move.
That's right. We don't want them to move. Nope. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel off all the pictures and wrapping of the rockets. Then we're going to paint them blue. And then we're going to use this tape. What are we going to do with the tape, you think?
We're going to tape these.
Yes, we're going to tape them. We're going to tape around the fuses so that we don't paint the fuses. Okay, so just a little bit of tape paints around the fuses. That's right. So we'll paint the fuses. We're going to put tape around the fuses so we don't paint the fuses. And then we'll use the twine. We use the glue. We use the scissors.
Then we use the dice.
And we wrap the guys up and around the rockets.
Yeah, and then we'll do. And then Daddy, and then we'll do.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm going to do it in fast motion, so it's going to go by really quick.
Okay. Can I see the video now?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome. Can I see the video first?
Okay, so as you can see here, I've pulled off all of the paper, made sure my warheads heads were on straight so they don't spiral and corkscrew, even though the fins are going to have something to do with that. But instead of taping off the fuses, I don't think that's going to matter too much, because fuses, once you light them, they're not going to be diluted or put out by that little bit of spray paint we're going to get on them. We're just going to spray paint these to kind of have a uniform color for the effect of the movie we're going to make. And that'll be. Now we're going to turn the fan on these so they dry a little faster.
Daddy!
What?
Daddy!
What?
Daddy!
What?
No?
Nope. Now we're going to use these two little turkeys to help me. And they've been playing in the chalk all morning, so they're dirty, dirty, dirty. Yep. There you go. Jackson B and Vivi. So they're going to help me cut the twine, and we'll wrap the guys up next after our rockets dry. And now we've finished the rockets, and now we're just going to have Jackson B and Vivi paint them. Color on them any which way they want. Here you go, Vivi. You got your own. Nice job. Thank you very much for making those rockets. There you go. Bye-bye. Alright, so here we have lesson number 1 on video editing, and that's don't erase the videos before you get them uploaded into iMovie if you've got an iPhone. Went to go put that together, the whole piece together, and realized that I had erased a lot of the sections. So I'm just going to show you what we're trying to get, and that's the guy with the twine wrapped around him in a position to look like he is being held against his will. So that's the finished product. I'm just going to use an example of a firework tube and a guy and some twine and kind of go through the motions on how to do it. Just imagine this is a rocket, okay? All you're going to do is you're going to take your guy and fold up his arms behind him. You're going to wrap those around the back of the rocket like so. And what I did was I took a hot glue gun and just gave a little dab back here out of the way so the camera can't really see it, and did a dab over here on this side so the camera can't really see it. And then I put a little dab down in here on his feet, either against the rocket itself or against the fins. So you can see on this one, just barely see that he's glued in there with the hot glue gun on his hands and his feet. Then you're going to do the same thing with the twine. Okay, so you just take your twine, cut a section out about 10-12 inches long, and you're going to take it, start it at the back, glue a point to the back, and then wrap it around until you run out. If you do it, you cut it the right length, it'll come back here and wind up just about in the same spot, and then glue that down, blow on it, wait for it to cool, then you'll have a guy attached to a rocket. There again, there's the finished product. There's what we're going for. Glued at the feet, glued at the hands. Looking as if he's held against his will. All for cinematic purposes. And here we have the nearly finished project. All glued in. Yeah, that's good. And just wrap them up with twine for effect. Here we are, the last part. We're going to finish up everything. We cut our twine about 12 inches, 13 inches long. Got our glue gun all hot and ready to go. Got our person to tie up, scissors, and obviously our ball of twine for extra twine. And we're just going to wrap it about 3 times just for effect. Make it look like they're tied down well so they can't leave the rocket and the rocket holds them. But our super glue at different points on different characters is really doing most of the holding. But we're going to wrap it around once, glue it, and then wrap it the rest of the way around until it finishes up hopefully on the same spot in the back on each and every one. And there we have it. Beautiful hostage shooting rockets painted by my children. Such awesome artwork. All glued up together. Hopefully the effect goes well. That looks legitimate on camera. And they actually fly. So stay tuned here. We'll show you that video.